Monica Everett, the only witch without spells, defeated a legendary dragon alone. But despite her power, she's shy and lacks confidence. Now she's been assigned to secretly protect the prince. Can she stand strong against the forces of darkness? Our story begins with a massive battle where we see a group of mages trying to repel an attack. Large dragons attacked from all sides, but the mages built a wall. This has been happening for years in Count Kerbeck's territory in the Kingdom of Riddle. The history of the Count's family is replete with heroic encounters with dragons. They try to land a fatal blow on the dragon, but unfortunately it doesn't affect it. They are now trying to hit its eye directly, because if they do, the dragon will fall and won't see anyone in front of it, allowing them to cut off its head. The commander tells them to maintain their formation and steadfastness no matter what happens. But here, something strange happens, like an earthquake or a devastating blow. Everyone is now silent, waiting to see what happens. Are these the events of the end, or is there something bigger than the dragon? Is it the Antichrist? We don't know yet, my friends. What is going on? The curtain promptly opens to reveal a 500-meter-long dragon. Everyone stood in silence. Yes, it's a huge disaster. This black dragon has other dragons hovering around it as if they were flies. What if the small dragons, which are like flies to this black dragon, were something humans couldn't handle? What will they do against this black dragon? This dragon only appeared twice in Riddle's history, and records show that it destroyed many cities. After that, we see the Count's daughter in the royal palace named Isabella. Her assistant tells her danger is imminent. "Ma'am, we need to evacuate right away." Isabella replies, "This is unacceptable. I can't leave my father and the knights to fight alone, even if it means I have to fight too." The scene shifts to a girl named Monica. Her assistant has brought her a lot of food, many vegetables, carrots, tomatoes, and other things. As she enters, she sees many books, garbage, and sheer chaos. Then the young girl tells her that 3 months ago the eastern borders were attacked by dragons. She heard that many winged dragons appeared near the village, and what was more terrifying was that the leader of the winged dragons was the legendary black dragon Oregon. At least one of the 7 sages sent him there, but she doesn't know which ones killed them. After that, Monica gives her some money because she brought her so many things. The other girl thanks her for the large amount of money, but says it's too much. "Could you please share more about your role, Monica? What is your job?" Monica stutters and says, "I'm a math expert, a math teacher." The other girl tells her that a colleague wants to meet her. Monica shudders because she doesn't want anyone to know about her. She looks back, not wanting to look, and sees that person. She slams the door in his face, but he pushes it open again. He looks like a pesky kid, but he enters by force and sits down like home. Then he uses his abilities to tidy up the entire place. We learn then that Monica is one of the 7 sages, the elite mages of the Kingdom of Riddle. She is the silent mage, my friends. Despite her beauty, she is shy and nervous. She finds it difficult to speak in front of people. We see her at Minerva Institute, embarrassed, shaking, barely able to speak, or even losing consciousness. Naturally, she couldn't say anything. She was on the verge of failure when an idea struck her. If her nervousness prevented her from reciting in front of the examiner, then she would use her abilities in magic without incantations. Most people would overcome their shyness towards strangers and social anxiety. Monica's thoughts changed, and she extinguished the candle without saying a word. As a result, her talent developed, and she progressed rapidly. After all this beautiful talk about Monica, we return to reality and the visitor speaks to her, saying, "I see you're still wasting your talent, fellow sage." This colleague is named Louis. He then orders his maid to cast a barrier spell so that no one can hear them, as if it's a private meeting room. Then Louis gets to the point, saying he came to visit her today because he has a request for her. "I was actually guarding the second prince under secret orders from the king," she said to him. He replied, "Yes, but I was tasked with guarding this second prince for some reason. I have my own suspicions about why, but discussing His Majesty's intentions based on speculation would be disrespectful, so I won't say more. What matters is that I was ordered to protect the second prince without his knowledge. His Highness Prince Felix, the second prince, is studying at Serindia Academy, a boarding school. I could infiltrate the academy easier, but that doesn't seem reasonable given my reputation and appearance for secret work. So I prepared this for you. A tracking communication barrier with a snatching observatory and short-range physical and magical defense." Louis told her that this was a protective magical item he had carefully designed himself. This and the other brooch he gave His Highness Prince Felix are identical, allowing him to track the princess at all times. Monica told him that this was espionage. He replied that it was normal to follow the person he was assigned to protect. Monica grew anxious, fearing that someone might discover him. Louis called her wise but would never harm his prince. He then told her about the brooch, which the king had given to the prince as a gift and seemed to have broken the next day. Chris had spent a whole week of continuous effort without sleep or rest, but it disappeared in one day after the brooch was broken. He endured a lot, even being away from his beloved wife to design this piece. Monica asked him if the prince was okay, and he replied that he was fine despite his extreme fatigue. He gathered his strength and rushed to the academy. When he arrived, they said the brooch had broken accidentally. Then he looked at Monica and told her that she needed to understand what he was trying to tell her. Monica replied that she didn't understand anything from him. He asked her to infiltrate the academy and protect the prince instead of him. Monica was frightened, saying she couldn't do that. His response was that she wasn't high society like him, even at official events. She kept her head covered and her gaze low, so no one knew her face or thought a simple girl like her was a 7th sage. Furthermore, her talent for using magic without incantations was perfect for providing secret protection. Monica cried a lot because she didn't want to do that. Louis informed her that they had joined the 7 Sages 2 years earlier and that all she had done was, she was confined here and immersed herself in paperwork. She replied that she had killed a dragon 3 months ago. Louis interrupted her, saying he had killed 10 dragons in 3 months and didn't understand her words. Then he asked her to listen. She was one of the 7 sages and the kingdom's best mages, and she had to accept that only she could do some things. She replied that she had only joined the 7 sages as a reserve. Louis didn't care about what she said. He only cared that the king had entrusted him with guarding the second prince, so she had to follow his orders. Monica had no choice but to agree. Louis relaxed and sat down to tell her the details. A few years ago, in the lands of Count Kerbeck, there was an orphan girl. The late Countess Kerbeck saw a resemblance between the girl and her deceased husband and decided to adopt her. The girl enjoyed the affection of the late countess and grew up happily. However, the countess fell seriously ill and passed away. After losing her guardian, the count's cruel daughter shunned her and made her a maid. The count's daughter was forced to be her maid after she entered Serindia Academy. Monica was very sad for the girl. Then Louis told her that she would play the role of this poor girl. Monica couldn't respond to this request, being shocked. Night fell and Monica remained as she was. Her cat tried to get her to talk to him. Monica told him she couldn't protect the prince. The cat said she should have refused everything. She told him she couldn't because Louis followed her everywhere and looked terrifying. The hard warts on his knuckles under his gloves scared her. The cat told her to focus on the positive, saying the prince must be beautiful. He then told her he loved books, which Dustin Gunther's book addressed. Monica hesitated, then told him, "Aren't the 7 sages supposed to attend celebrations and such? Haven't you seen the king before?" Monica said, "I always close my eyes out of shyness." "Nero," the cat said. "And how will you protect this person if you don't know him?" After that, Monica, Louis, and Ren fly to Louis's house. Louis's wife assumes she's sick because of her pale face. Then Monica rests a little and looks better. When she enters, people make fun of her outdated attire. They're embarrassed that the Kerbeck family's lower classes registered her name. They laugh at her and scorn her. But the surprise is that this girl says, "I used to practice improving my voice daily, and now I'm practicing the voice of a wicked girl." Then Isabella, the daughter of Count Kerbeck, thanks you on behalf of her father and the villagers for killing the black dragon. Lady Isabella remembers the previous situation when the black dragon attacked the village and was heading towards their palace. A small boy brings her news that a sorceress from the royal capital defeated the black dragon, and she is the silent sorceress. She defeated the black dragon alone. No injuries or deaths occurred. At that moment, she cries. At this point, green dragons enter and destroy the city. Winged dragons have come for revenge for the black dragon. A large dragon stands on the palace and heads toward Isabella. When it attacks her, someone casts a spell that destroys the dragon instantly. It turns out to be Monica, the practitioner of silent magic. This is a significant advantage for this sorceress, as humans cannot control mana and magic without incantations. But this genius made the impossible possible. The first sorceress to cast spells without incantations was Monica Everett, one of the 7 sages of Redel, the elite mages of the kingdom. Then Monica eliminates all the dragons that were attacking the city. We return to reality, and Isabella says that Monica not only defeated the black dragons but all the winged dragons as well, and she did it alone. She also used the wind to carry the fallen winged dragons to protect the city and vanished without saying a word. I heard you're infiltrating Sir India Academy again, so I'll bully you until no one notices. Don't worry and focus entirely on protecting His Highness, please. His Highness pulled protecting His Highness, please. Monica is very surprised and shocked by Isabella's words. I appreciate you viewing my anime recap, Unruly Family. Please let me know what you think about this anime recap by liking, sharing, and commenting, and please subscribe to the channel to help us reach 5,000 subscribers.